Alright, welcome back guys. As you may or may not know, the second trailer in the series, the fight trailer, was accidentally leaked yesterday, and now they've officially released it today on July 20th. I wanted to do a little bit of a breakdown analysis, just see, what some people may have missed or might not have missed, but just in general, go over what I think is sort of interesting about the trailer itself. So let's begin. Right off the bat, we see some space footage that's very similar to a lot of the space footage we've seen before, so not a lot of this is coming as much of an additional surprise here. A lot of the HUD interface stuff was already explored in the first video, Explore, but here we do see some of the additional content that they're going to add in terms of combat and what sort of ships you'll end up seeing. Again, we've seen a lot of the combat type in earlier videos, so all we're really getting a look at right now are the variety of ships that are procedurally generated by the system. So, there's a lot of variety to the way that they're sort of modularly put together, and at least we see that here. And now this is very interesting because they're doing this flyby of these either minerals in space or plants. So that immediately drew my attention the first time that I saw the trailer. I assume that they are minerals in space. From the look of them, they sort of resemble the ones that are on planets. For all we know, it could be plants, which would be odd, but, either way, it would be interesting. Now, the brightness on the left on this frame leads me to believe there might be, like, a sun or something over there. It's hard to tell, but, it's kind of interesting. And then on the right, you have a space station, which I've seen in some of the other videos that would seem to fit the description of a lot of the space stations that we see. Fairly minimalistic, and then of course you have a convoy of ships on the left as well. It's very interesting just looking at this, because if you pay attention to the actual weapons that the ships are firing, there's a variety of different weapons, from green lasers to red lasers, whatever the difference is there. Then you have pulse weapons, kind of like a Star Trek photon torpedo or something like that. So it seems like the ships are going to have a different variety of weapon types and styles, and, damage, of course, probably. So that'll be interesting to see. Alright, and here's the first time we see something really interesting in the bottom right-hand corner here, which is, it says, attack ships, rescue cargo freighters, attack ships remaining. This is almost confirmation completely that there are missions in the game, which was not ever really confirmed before. But the fact that they are this direct is kind of interesting. So I'm wondering, do you do these missions and get like units from factions? Or do you do these missions and get some sort of reward or something like that? Or do you get these from factions even? Or do you just get them from random NPCs on the ground that may or may not be affiliated with factions? So that's really interesting, but we'll have to see how that plays out when the game comes out, or maybe in future trailers we'll see something that gives us a bit of a more hint. Now if you look at this frame, you'll be able to see that there's the No Man's Sky logo embodied in a physical 3D object. I thought I heard once that this had something to do with the Atlas, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of role the logo plays throughout the universe in terms of, it being possibly a reoccurring landmark that you see throughout the entire universe, or whatever it be. Now I just find this creature really interesting. It's like a spider, octopus, crab thing combo. It just gives you an idea of how weird some of these creatures are going to be. I'm also wondering if that's like magma on the bottom right there, or maybe like a miniature volcano, but we'll see. In this trailer, it tends to seem like we're getting a view of a lot of different kinds of suns here, which we really haven't looked too much at when playing the game before, but I mean, you get a few sort of semi or direct on shots here, especially right here at the end. If there's anything that you may have noticed that I missed, feel free to comment on that down below, and please share, like, and subscribe for future No Man's Sky videos. Thanks.